Hi, I'm Alec Baldwin. We just saw the film December 7th, which was the first major assignment of director John Ford as head of the U.S. Navy's Film Photographic Unit during World War II. That unit was under the umbrella of the Navy's Office of Strategic Services, and up next, we have Ford's first movie for the OSS, one directed by Ford as well. It's called The Battle of Midway from 1942, and an amazing piece of work on many levels. It's a film the OSS wanted John Ford to do because they knew an attack on the island of Midway by the Japanese in June of 1942 was imminent. So Ford was put on a Navy transport and told he was being taken to a remote location in the Pacific. When he arrived at Midway, he was given the directive of filming the ensuing battle as it happened. He and his team captured stunning combat footage on land, at sea, and in the air using handheld 16mm cameras. And that footage, by the way, marked the first time U.S. audiences had seen any combat footage involving U.S. troops, as well as the first time they'd seen it in color. And something to note, at one point Ford's camera was hit by shrapnel, knocking it out of his hands and causing the camera to jump off its sprockets. It's a moment Ford kept in the film because he knew it would convey the terrifying realism of the battle. It's a documentary which earned John Ford a Purple Heart for his actions at Midway and a citation for distinguished service. And it also won an Academy Award as Best Documentary of 1942. Here it is, John Ford's The Battle of Midway.
Navy patrol plane. Routine patrol. Only behind every cloud may be an enemy. Midway Island. Not much land, right enough, but it's our outpost. Your front yard. These are the natives of Midway. Tojo has sworn to liberate them. The birds seem nervous. There's something in the air. Something behind that sunset. Excitement this morning. The dawn patrol has sighted an enemy fleet. During the night, flying fortresses had landed at Midway.
An historic council of war is held.
That fellow's walk looks familiar. My neighbor's boy used to amble along just like that. Say, is that one of them flying fortresses?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Why, that's young Will Kinney. He's from my hometown, Springfield, Ohio. He's not going to fly that great big bomber.
Yes, ma'am, that's his job. He's a skipper.
Will's dad is an engineer. 38 years on the old Ironton Railroad. And his mother, huh? Well, she's just like the rest of us mothers in Springfield or any other American town. And his sister, Patricia, well, she's about as pretty as they come.
I'll say so.
Well, Junior Kinney. Good luck. God bless you, son.
Suddenly, from behind the clouds, the Japs attack. There go the Marines!
This really happened.
stalked the Jap fleet. Suddenly, the trap is sprung. Navy planes roared from the decks of our carriers, army bombers, marines, thundered destruction over a 300-mile battle area. The invasion forces were hit and hit and hit again.
Men and women of America, here come your neighbor's sons, home from the day's work. You want to meet them. There's Jimmy Thatch, 7 meatballs on his plane.
How many more today, Skipper?
Back at Midway, Tojo swore he'd liberate the natives.
They seem just as free as they ever were.
The Battle of Midway is over. Our front yard is safe. But a big job is still to be done. Day after day, our patrol planes search for survivors. Every tiny coral reef, every distant mile of sea. Search for men who fought to the last round of ammunition and flew to the last drop of gas and then crashed into the sea. 8 days, 9 days, 10 days without food or water.
His first cigarette.
Boy, that first drag sure tastes good.
"11 days. Well done, Massey Hughes. Logan Ramsey. Frank Fessler.
That's 13 for Frank.
boys to the hospital. Please do, quickly. Get them to clean cots and cool sheets. Get them doctors and medicine, a nurse's soft hands. Get them to the hospital. Hurry, please.
There was a hospital, clean, orderly, 100 beds, and on its roof the Red Cross plainly marked, the symbol of mercy the enemy was bound to respect.
The next morning, divine services were held beside a bomb crater that had once been a chapel. At eventide, we buried our heroic dead. The last salute from their comrades and their officers.
Captain Simard of the Navy. Colonel Shannon.
Major Roosevelt.